you have those moments where you didn't think you got a lot, and then you put it all together and it's really a lot. Well, I did my 5 months of Avon makeup. I'm about to do my 5 months of Avon skincare for you guys. Again, if you don't want to hear about Avon products, then feel free to click out of this video. But I didn't realise how much I had accumulated over the 5 months, as I apparently have. So, let's start with cleansers. So I've got 4 sort of face wash products. I have the Korean Charcoal Cleanse and Refine from the Planet Spa range. This is actually, it's an alright charcoal wash. It doesn't do anything massive. It doesn't feel very detoxifying. It just kind of feels like a generic wash. It's alright. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Just saying. Not a love. We have the Invigorating Scrub from the NutriEffects range. This is a love. I love this. It does have a bit of a menthol to it, so do keep it away from your eyes. But it has it's really nice in the morning to wake yourself up. It's not too intense. It's a good, nice daily scrub. But I really do like that one. We have the New Age Refining Daily Scrub. Now this one again reminds me of that Clarins one that came in the orange tube. Best used on a lightly damp face, because if your face is anything more moist than that, it'll make the product run into your eyes and it will sting a lot like the Clarins one. But aside from that, it's as effective as the Clarins product. So I do like it. I just need to be careful when I'm using it. And then we have the Refreshing Gel Cleanser from the NutriEffects range, which I am almost finished this actually. I think I'm way down here someplace. I do like this. This is just a really nice, as the name would say, refreshing gel cleanse. It's good for like first thing in the morning if you don't want anything that's too stripping. If you are needing something that's good for oil control, I wouldn't really recommend this because it's an all skin type of cleanser. It's supposed to be good for everything up to very dry skin. If you had very dry skin, this would work perfectly for you. It wouldn't leave your skin feeling tight or dry or anything like that either. So I would recommend this guy. I have a couple of like makeup removey products. I have the oil infused micellar water. I got this in a gift with purchase. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I'm excited to. I've never tried a micellar water with oil mixed in. The conditioning eye makeup remover lotion. This is like most products like this. It does have a bit of a greasy film left behind, so I wouldn't really recommend this for quick changes. So if you wanted to remove your makeup and then apply more makeup, I wouldn't recommend this. It's more of a done for the day type of makeup remover. Same with this guy from NutriEffects. It's the dual action eye makeup remover. It's the dual phase kind of guy that you shake up. It is nice in that I don't find it makes my eyes cloudy like the Bifacil did from Lancome. I do feel like I have to use quite a bit of it. I've only used it like 3 times and I've already used this much, which seems like a lot. It feels like a lot to me. It may not be a lot, but it's because it's been a while since I've used a biphase. But yeah. I've got another exfoliating product here. This is the Even Texture and Tone Advanced Resurfacing Peel Pads with this has, I believe it's 10% glycolic acid that's in these, which is over twice the amount that's in the Nip Fab ones. The pads themselves, they are a little bit thin, so you have to be careful with them. I mean, they're not fragile or anything. It's just they don't have a lot of, they're not very thick, but they are saturated. I like to keep the foil on them so that the moisture stays in as long as possible. I use these about twice a week. I don't want to use them too often because I do have other sort of texturizing, exfoliating products that I like to use, but I do like a bit of glycolic in my skincare, and this is a handy little way to get it, especially instead of using like a glycolic toner, I would use this guy. Speaking of glycolics, we have these two products. This is the A New Perfect Skin Daily Boosting Splash, and this is supposed to be their version of like the Pixie Glow Tonic. It's a toner that you use after, you know, when you would use a toner. And this has glycolic acid in the second line. So you got your water, alcohol, glycerin, arginine, polysorbate, and then glycolic acid. So it's quite high on the ingredients list. I haven't tried it yet, but when I do, I'll let you know how it is, how it compares to the Pixie. But I have tried this guy. This is the A New Platinum Instant Definition Treatment. Now I don't know if these are getting discontinued or not, or if they're just being sort of packaged, because these were available as a special purchase in the sale catalogue for £6 a piece, and they're supposed to be 15 or 20, I can't exactly remember, but they were £6 a piece. I've got these two, and I've got a third one in my bathroom, and they're like a clicky pen where it looks like a syringe, and you click it and the product comes out, and then you smooth on the serum, and it's very similar to Nip Fab Glycolic Fix Serum, which I really enjoy. So this is kind of replacing that, because it's, when it's on special, it's a good bit cheaper than the Nip Fab one, but I don't know if it's being discontinued, which is kind of sad. I also have this guy, which is the A New Ultimate Infinite Effects. There's this one and there's another one. I can't remember what the other one is, but this one is, one side is retinol and the other side is glycolic acid. So you do 1 week of one side and then 1 week of the other side, and then alternate, and you only use them at night time, and make sure you wear a sunscreen in the morning, which I have 2 here. This is the first one I got, the SPF 50 for face, and this is one that's newly been launched. I haven't tried it, as you can see it's in the package. This is the A New Solar Advance Ultra Matte Anti-Aging Sun Protection. They have a matte one, and they also have sort of like a glowy skin toned one. I've got one other serum here, and this is the A New Ultimate Supreme Dual Elixir. This is actually their version of the whatchamacallit, the Clarins double serum. They're very, very similar. Very, very similar. They have similar effect, similar, they don't have the like the Clarins one, you can choose how much product you want to dispense. This just has one pump. The oil in this actually comes out as more of a gel, as you can see. And it comes out with a cream and an oil gel that you mix together and apply to your skin. And it does, I feel, have a very similar effect to the Clarins double serum. And the Clarins one is about £52. This is usually 28, but you can often get it for like £20 or £18. That's when I picked up mine. I have some toners here as well. We have the Clarifying Toner, Blackhead Clearing Fresh Clarifying Toner from the Clear Skin range. As you can see, I'm over halfway done with this guy. I've also got the White Clay Toning Treatment. This is for like pore minimizing and shine control. It has sediment that settles at the bottom there, and then you shake it up before you use it. I haven't actually tried it yet, so I'm not sure how it is. But I've had a product like this before from the Body Shop, which I enjoyed, so I'm hoping it's very similar. And we also have the Rose Water Cleansing Toner, which is just from the Avon Care range, which is their sort of basic brand. I know that sounds really bad, but it's like their bog standard basic, no frills skincare range. So I wanted to try it and see how it is. I have one eye treatment. This is the Heavenly Hydration eye gel mask, which I don't use as a mask. I actually just use this as eye cream. I love it. It just goes on really nice. It's a nice gel. It kind of reminds me of the Neutrogena Hydra Boost, but slightly amped up. I really enjoy this. I'm about halfway through the tube already. It's a very new launch product. I think it's only about £4 as well. So yeah, I will probably be buying another one of these soon. Next up, I have a bunch of masks, like a bunch. First of all, I have the Golden Mushroom Sleep Mask. This is a new release. We've come out with a range of Korean inspired skincare range, and it is made in Korea. It's like made in Korea. It does have the little stamp clarifying and certifying that it is genuine Korean product. This is the sleep mask. As I said, it's kind of like it doesn't smell like mushrooms, so I was worried about that. It doesn't really have a smell at all. It's kind of like a putty cream. Like, it's a very, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. It just goes onto the skin, blends in, and then you just leave it on your face overnight. It actually kind of dries matte. I don't know if you'll see that. It sort of dries like so it dries up and it doesn't like smear all over your pillow, which I liked about it, because I've used a Vichy sleeping mask before, and I've used the overnight treatment from Kiehl's, both of which kind of, you had to wait a bit for it to sink in before you went to bed, whereas this you could just throw on and go to bed. I have the Heavenly Hydration face mask, which I do really enjoy. This is definitely one that you do have to rinse off. It leaves your skin really nicely hydrated afterwards, but you can't, like a lot of hydrating masks, you could just massage in and treat it as a face cream. This you really couldn't. It leaves your skin looking really, really like greasy and funky, and it kind of feels weird on your skin if you leave it on too long. So you definitely need to rinse this guy off. I've got another Planet Spa range one. This is the Korean Charcoal Cleanse and Refine Peel Off face mask, and it's supposed to be for like pore reducing. I haven't tried it yet, so it will be interesting to see how this guy goes. But one that I have tried that's a peel off mask is the gold one. This is the new gold peel off mask. I tried this morning. It says to apply a thin layer, and it means a thin layer. Any thicker and it takes a really long time to dry, so it needs to be a thin layer. And when you peel it off, it's like a firming, brightening mask, and it leaves your skin really glowy afterwards. So I would really recommend this guy. And then we have the Defend and Repair Antioxidant. This is the new clinical range. This is it's like a premium mud mask. This is what I imagine. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not going to say it's comparable, but it's what I imagine. Is it Glow Mud? God, I can't even remember the name of the company now. The mud mask company that everyone went mad for about 4 years ago, and I haven't really heard anyone talk about since they came out with that black mask with all the glitter in it. I can't for the life of me remember what that company's called. But this is what I imagine their Glow Mud was like. But I really enjoy it. It's a very premium product. I wouldn't use it every time I do a face mask. It's more of like a once every couple of weeks kind of thing. For the regular though, for doing mud masks or face masks, well, this is one I haven't tried yet actually. This is the White Clay Cleanse Scrub and Mask. It's like a 3-in-1 product. I do need to try this out and tell you what I think of it, but these are the ones I use the most. The Deep Clarifying Mask with chamomile, and then we have the Black Mineral Mask with witch hazel and eucalyptus. I've got one of these already on the go in the bathroom. I've got another backup of this and one on the go in the bathroom, and the ones that these are in the bathroom are almost finished. I really enjoy these ones actually. This one comes out blue and then dries white, and then this one comes out charcoal and dries like light grey. But I do really like both of them. Lastly, in the mask realm is another premium product. This is the Advanced Hydration Overnight Mask with Hyaluronic 3X. Again, it's a new clinical range, which is definitely one of our more premium brands. Ooh. And this is like a clear gel. And there's a look inside the jar there, but it's a clear gel with these little white beads, and in the beads I believe it's where the hyaluronic acid is. And as you massage it, the beads break and the hydration is released, and you're only supposed to use this like maybe 2 to 3 times a week, just when your skin really needs a hydration boost, and preferably not wasting it on your kneecap. That was silly of me. I've used it once or twice. I do like it. I prefer the mushroom mask personally, but I think if you needed, it's not necessarily for the hydration, I think it's more for like the plumping effect, this guy. So if you wanted more to wake up with plumper skin, this would be a good one to go for. I did miss a cleansing product. I haven't actually tried this one yet. It's still in the box. It's the Transforming Cleansing Balm, and this is one that a lot of like magazines and the beauty departments of newspapers are going on about. It's only £5 for the jar, and it's a 50ml jar. It looks small because we keep oh, I haven't even peeled it back yet. It looks small because we keep our packaging compact. But yeah, it's a very solid balm, so you have to push quite hard to get the product to come out. It does smell really nice. I actually might try this tonight, so I can let you guys know what I think of it. Because I have a sample of the Clinique one, and I have a jar of the number 7 one, and I haven't used either yet. I always like the idea of using a cleansing balm, and then I can never be bothered using a cleansing balm, because I have that Botanics oil in gel stuff that I love so much that I just never use anything else. So on to moisturizers. The moisturizers are insane. This one is still in its plastic. This is the Active Moisture Hydration Day Cream from NutriEffects. I haven't tried it, obviously. I have the Nourishing Oil Cream, Miracle Glow. I really like this stuff. It's very similar sort of idea to the overnight cream, whatchamacallit, overnight mask, whatever. And this has it has the cream and then the little yellow beads in there, if you can see them. They break as you massage it into the skin and release the oil. I love this as a night cream. If you had really dry skin, you could probably use this as a day cream, but I prefer it more as a night cream. Or as a treatment when I'm in the bath, I will put a thick layer of this on and get into the bath with it. I should have 2 of those actually. I have 2 of them. I don't know where the other one is, but I do have 2. I've also got the Radiance Day Cream and Night Cream, which I haven't used yet, so I can't tell you how they are. What I have used are the Anua Platinum Defining Contour Day and Night Cream, and these are supposed to be firming. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of this. This is the night cream. It's more of like a balm texture. It's really nice and seals in moisture. I really like using this, especially if we've been using any acids. It's the perfect dose of rehydration that I need. And this has been perfect, the day cream, because it's been so cold and windy and there's been snow. And this is a very rich cream. It's not got, like, I don't want to say it's greasy, but I don't want to say it's not greasy, because it's kind of like when you apply a sun lotion to your face. It has got a bit of a greasiness to it, but it doesn't affect the way your makeup applies or anything like that. It just leaves your skin with a bit of slip to it. It doesn't look like an oil slick or anything like that. It's hard to describe, but again, really, really hydrating. And I also have this guy, which this does leave your skin with a bit more of a grease than the other one does. This is the Even Texture and Tone Multi-Correcting Cream, which I have very little left of. And this is supposed to be for evening skin tone, evening out pigmentation, any scars, any spot marks, things like that. As you can see, I've got very little left out. I've got maybe like 2 or 3 applications left. Because this has got like a greasiness to it, you don't want to be too heavy-handed with it. You just use as much as you need to and no more, otherwise you will end up with overly moisturized skin and it will be a bit greasy and it will make your foundation difficult to put on. So unless you really need to use this type of product, I wouldn't really recommend it. But it's good at what it does. It definitely cleared up a lot of my like pigmentation where I've had spots and stuff. Like you can't barely see, I don't think. 1 second. Mirror. No, it is completely gone. I used to have like a red mark here where I had a spot so big that I could see it, and it was a big, huge, disgusting spot. It was horrible, and for months afterwards there was just this red mark, and I used that stuff for the last on and off for the last 5 months, and it's definitely cleared it. Between that and using some glycolic and stuff as close as possible, I'm pretty sure this has some form, I'm sure this is a salicylic acid cream. I'm sure that is what the label said. I do wish they would put this stuff on the jar so that I don't have to keep, this is why certain things are still in their box, so that I can see the ingredients list. But yeah, I wish they would print the ingredients on the packaging, on the jar, rather than on the box. And then I have these guys. These are from the Avon Care range, which are the, like I say, the no frills makeup range. These two I haven't used yet. These are the Age Restore. They're for mature skin. They're with added collagen and elastin. We have the night skin and the day cream. I'm pretty sure, I thought the day cream had, no, I thought it had sunscreen in it, but it doesn't. But they smell like really, what do they smell like? They smell a bit like Nivea cream. Maybe slightly less. But I'll just quickly, it's quite emollient, definitely. It's a light emollient cream. I think that's going to be very hydrating when I get around to using them. So those are the Age Restore ones. I also have one of the new yogurt and honey ones. I haven't used this one either, but it smells good. You can kind of smell the honey in it. I'm not sure if that's going to be irritating or not. We'll find out. But I also have the royal jelly one, which is what I've been using lately. This doesn't smell like honey or anything. It has got a light scent to it, but it's not irritating. And as you can see, I've used over half the jar. These are 100ml jars, so if you think of your average face cream comes in either 30ml or 50ml, I've used 50ml. So if this was a regular cream, I'd already be needing to buy a new one. And this is just, it's a very smooth, lightweight lotion. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the Olay Beauty Fluid. Maybe a little bit lighter than the Olay Beauty Fluid. But the smell, this, like I say, it has a light fragrance, but it dissipates. Like, I can't smell it on my hands right now. So that is all the skincare items I picked up from Avon recently. There are a few new launches coming up that I'm very interested in. There's a serum that's like an oil in cream, oil in gel, and there's also like a vitamin C thing coming out that I'm really interested in. So I might pick those up in the future, but I will try and get some of this lot used up first. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to let me know. As always, I will link the store in the info box. I do earn a commission on anything purchased through my link, so feel free to use someone else's store if you should so wish. And I don't feel compelled to purchase anything through my link or anything. Just the obligatory disclaimer, I did purchase all of this with my, well, not all of it. There were a few things I got as gifts with purchase. Some of them, like the oil, the oil, nourishing oil cream, both jars of these I didn't pay for. I got as incentive gifts. But apart from that, I think I purchased everything. I can't think of anything else. But I did get them at representative discount prices, although I would probably pay full price for them because they're not very expensive at all anyway. But anyway, ramble over. As always, if you don't like these videos, then you don't have to watch them. I do have one more video to come after this, I think. And then we're done with the Avon on wholesale. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.